Find all zeros of this function if x equals 3i is one of the zeros. So this is actually kind of nice that they gave me one of the zeros. First of all, I know one of the zeros, but second of all, I've got the conjugate zeros theorem that says that if 0 plus 3i is a solution, then so is 0 minus 3i. So I've actually got two of my zeros right now. You would expect there to be 4, and I've got 2 of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to break the problem down using the ones that I know and see what happens if I can find out the others. So let's do 3i first. We have 1, x to the 4th, negative 1, x to the 3rd, 7x squared, minus 9x, minus 18. Look for missing terms. If there's a missing term, you're going to put a 0 there. So we add straight down and we multiply. And we add straight down, and notice those are not like terms, so don't combine them like terms. We would need to distribute to multiply that. 3i times negative 1 plus 3i. That's negative 3i plus 9i squared. So let's say that's minus 9. So when I multiply diagonal, I'm going to get negative 3i minus 9. Add straight down, 7 minus 9 is negative 2, so I've got negative 3i minus 2 there. And then I need to multiply again, so I'm going to multiply 3i times negative 3i minus 2. That's negative 9i squared minus 6i. Negative 9i squared is going to be positive 9, so that's 9 minus 6i. So now when I add straight down, it's kind of nice because those are going to cancel out. I just get negative 6i. Multiply, that's negative 18i squared. But negative 18i squared is just 18. So add straight down, and that's 0. Okay? I knew it was going to be 0. Okay? They told me it was a 0. So that wasn't a big surprise that worked. Now, notice I've got this broken down polynomial. I've broken down my coefficients. I'm going to use those broken down coefficients and do this again, but this time I'm going to use my other 0 that I know. I also know negative 3i is a solution. So add straight down, that's 1, and to multiply, that's negative 3i. Add straight down, and those cancel out. I get negative 1, and multiply, I get 3i. Add straight down, those cancel out. I get negative 2, and multiply, that's 6i. Add straight down, that's 0. Okay, I didn't need to use that one, so I'm done. Okay, so I've got 2 zeros. I knew there were 2 zeros, that, 3i and negative 3i. But what I have done here is broken down the problem into something that I should be able to factor. X squared minus x minus 2. Hopefully I can factor that. Two numbers multiply to 2 and add up to negative 1. Well, yeah, sure. Okay. If the 2 is negative, that's going to hit. That's going to work. So x plus 1 and x minus 2 would give me zeros of negative 1 and positive 2. So put it all together. We said there were going to be 4 zeros. Well, we've got all 4 of them. We've got 3i, negative 3i, negative 1, and 2. Find a polynomial of degree 3 with real coefficients and zeros of negative 3, negative 1, and 4, for which f of negative 2 equals negative 30. Most people that mess this up forget to touch this information. I see a lot of people that know how to start it. If you've got a 0 of negative 3, that comes from a factor of x plus 3. Your 0 of negative 1 came from x plus 1, and your 0 of 4 came from x minus 4. I think a lot of people will know to multiply that out and see what we get. So let's do that. That's right. Let's start with that. Distributive property. And then we have to multiply times x plus 3. So again, distributive property. in like terms. X cubed minus 13x minus 12. Now that looks like it's finished because we have a polynomial of degree 3 with real coefficients, but the problem is we haven't used this information in any way. So what we would do is to use this, we can say, well, we need some sort of coefficient in here. So I'm going to throw this coefficient in here such that when I plug in negative 2 for x, I'm going to get negative 30 for f of x. So negative 30 is going to equal a times, let's see what this is. Negative 2 to the third power is negative 8. And negative 13 times negative 2 is plus 26. And minus 12, that's what, 6? That's positive 6 there. Negative 30 equals a times 6. So divide, and you're going to get a equals negative 5. That's your coefficient. So if you think about it, this number right here is negative 5. Let's just distribute. If you distribute, you're going to get f of x equals negative 5 x cubed. Negative 5 times negative 13 is plus 65x. And negative 5 times negative 12 is plus 60. Now I have everything I need. I have a polynomial of degree 3 with real coefficients. And also I've got this quality that if I plug in negative 2, I'm going to get negative 30.